In this lesson, we're going to continue labeling our grading plan. So on the menu bar, click on Surfaces, Add Surface Labels, and click Add Surface Labels. So the feature we want to label is a surface. This time the label type is not spot elevation, it's slope. And the slope label style is %. So click Add, and you can click on your surface, the feature you want to label. I can click it here, or I can hit the space bar and select the surface I want to label. So I want to label the FG, so I'll select that and click OK. So I want to choose 2 point, so you can click 2 point at the command line. Select your first point. I'm going to start here, and my second point is here. And see how we've labeled the grade from this elevation down to here, and it's showing it's 2.4%. So I'm still in the command line, in the command now, so I'm going to add another one here. I'm going to add another down along the curb here, which is showing at 1.4%. I can add one down here. I know the slope is falling across. I can add one here, and I can add one here. So you can keep labeling the slope as you wish. So generally, when you're labeling a grading plan, you're labeling the grade along the direction where the water will flow. So I could add a slope along here to show at 1.8%, but generally the way I learned to label a grading plan is to label the direction of flow. So you want to label the grade where water will flow. And of course it's going to flow both ways. If water was to fall here, it would flow down here, but generally it's going down to this corner. So I'm not going to show this grade. You can use a copy command. Hit the spacebar. I can copy that label. I can add another one there. I like to keep my label shorter, so you can adjust them. You can click on it and drag it. So the whole point of this is to show the grade and to show we're not exceeding, for example, 3.545%. You don't want to go too steep on in a parking area, because if you park your car, you want to be able to comfortably walk up to the sidewalk here without walking up a big hill. So notice this slope here. When you add it, you'll notice that the slope itself, the % grade, is overlapping with the curb line work. So if you click on that slope arrow, right click and click Label Properties. I'm going to close this dialog box. So click Label Properties and change the surface slope label style to %2. I've created another one, and the only difference is the number flips to the other side. So the same with this one, we want to flip those. So I'll click on them, click on Label Properties after I right click, and change the style to %2. So I can move this one here, perhaps move my spot elevation down a bit, but you get the idea. And the same with this one. I'm also going to flip this one. I'm going to change the style, and it's %2. So generally as well with a grading plan, I have a spot elevation here, and I'm showing a grade down to 2.9%, but at the end of this I'm not showing a spot elevation, but we generally like to show the the slope between spot elevations. So I can add spot elevation here too. So you can see that the grade between 295.95 and 296.23 is 2%. So you can continue going around adding slopes. So download the lesson, the AutoCAD file for this lesson, and practice adding the slopes. I'm going to continue, and I'm going to continue labeling my plan until I'm satisfied that I've all my slopes labeled. So you try it out for yourself, and then you can compare with my plan in the next lesson.